What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Rail back with another review, man. Yo, check it out. This is House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 6. Yes, it is time to get into it. Salute to Game of Thrones for making my Sundays so worthwhile. Yes, it competes with Sunday Night Football, but goddamn it, is it really a competition? Cause if it's not the Bears, then it's the goddamn House of the Dragon. So ain't no really competition. For real, for real. But before we get into anything, salute to the Discord gang. What's popping, y'all? Special salute to those listening on Apple and Spotify podcasts. Y'all have been getting in there, listening, getting my numbers up, and y'all don't even complain. Well, that's basically because I drop about 6-7 episodes. You might not hear from me all week, but you get 7 episodes all in a damn day. When I'm like, oop, time to upload. So apologize. I'm gonna try to get a schedule going for y'all. And of course, you the viewer. Now, before I get into this wild ass episode, because I don't know how long I'm gonna talk, it was a lot going on. It's a lot I want to address. Wow, a lot of moving pieces. This is a heavy episode. It's almost like it felt like a restart. Like it feels like episode 1 because I got to do the characters again and motivations, and it just seemed like it all changed in the middle of the season. So that's kind of dope though. That's pretty cool. But first thing, salute to the OG Rhaenyra and Alicent. Congrats, ladies. Y'all did a fucking terrific job through 5 episodes. You know, I loved y'all, I hated y'all, and I loved y'all again. And then probably went back to hate. But I mean, y'all had me on the roller coaster of emotion. Excellent job. Salute to y'all. Wish y'all nothing but success in the future. I don't know what y'all will be doing. I might check it out though. You know, so I hope y'all get to a bag at the end of the day. And now, without further ado, let's get into this review. Ooh, that was a bar. First and foremost, if you haven't already, yes, that's right, I did a King Viserys appreciation post. If you haven't seen it, after this, go back, check it out. Because guess what? My man Viserys, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Hey, I'm still alive. That's right. Viserys is still alive and kicking. That man is a tank. Put some respect on his name. King Viserys III. Stop playing with him. Yeah, my man is armless. Yeah, he's looking a bit decrepit. Skin falling apart. He could use a little Cocoa BZ. Sure. But I thought my man was dead. So I'm just happy to see him still around and kicking. Somewhat. He still got legs, so he can still kick it a little bit. Does he look like he opened up the Ark of the Covenant? Yes. Yes, it does look like it. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? First off, I'm not finna be humble. That was a hell of a reference, and I feel like a lot of my movie references are underappreciated. That was great. There's some lady that is dying laughing right now. Like, holy shit, Rill's right. It does look like he opened the Ark of the Covenant. If you don't know what that is, then you need to go watch Indiana Jones. And then when you get that good-ass laugh off, because now you just caught it, you get back in the comments and you give me a LOLOLOL. All right? Put some respect on my reference game. But yeah, so Viserys is still around, man. Love to see it. But you know what I don't love to see? Who's still around? Sir Christian Cole. Oh yeah, I'm back on your ass, Christian. I'm back on you. You have been a decade-long bitch. Like, you have violated. And I'm sorry, ladies. I apologize. Bitch is not, some derogatory term I'm using for the ladies. Because men can be bitches, and Christian Cole is a prime a prime example, okay, of a bitch. We remember Christian. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Last episode, what did he do? Snitched on the princess, snitched on their relationship, ready to die, ready to kill himself, falling all in love out of the fucking blue. Out the blue. He broke every man law. And this is in a time where the man law was like created. He is there for the birth of the man law. He might be the reason these laws are implemented. Now that I think about it, he was the first violator of said man laws. I couldn't believe it. In his journey, now he's with Allison. Now they best buds, right? The versus Rhaenyra. So she's got two ops right there. One of which she said, "Hey, you could keep on getting some of this dragon pit. Sure, come on in this dragon's lair, Christian Cole. It's all yours." But no, I'm not a whore. I'm not a whore. Oh yeah, but you a hoe though. You a hoe. You a bitch hoe. Hey, Christian Cole. Guess what? Did you see how he treat them kids? This man. Now he has the pleasure of training both Alicent children and Rhaenyra's kids, the boys, for battle. Like he gets to do that. Now he's mistreating Rhaenyra's kids and acting all spicy, and I'm just like, this piece of shit. Them could have been his kids. Had he played his cards right, he could have been there. Now he's just a hater. Oh God, I hate Christian. And to think, I was like, I thought he was a badass. I'm like, oh, he beat the shit out of Daemon. He's super noble. He holding it down. And then he's smashing princesses. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't want to be a Christian Cole? I don't. It's so wild how in 2 episodes, a man's character could just be demolished so quickly. And that was fuck Christian Cole. For real. He's a disgusting rat bastard. All right? Glad I got that out. I was just mad every time I seen his face. It was just upsetting. But now, speaking of the children that he's training, introduced the Goonies version of this. The Wire season 4. When the children take over, this is what this is. It's the kids. Introduction to the kids. Now, excuse me if I have my phone. There's a lot of new names, and y'all know how I am with names. So if you see me doing this, I'm trying to get the names together for y'all. But we're not going to get into that first. What we're going to get into is Rhaenyra's opening scene. I think that the first, maybe 10 minutes of the episode was super powerful, set up the rest of the episode, and what we could expect in the future. It was a lot. It was a lot. The fact that right after birth, the queen wanted to see the kid, I was confused too. I'm like, when Rhaenyra said she wants him right now, and she said, yes, your grace, she wants him right now. Like, the queen wants him. And the fact that Rhaenyra felt like she had to accompany her child to the queen was really weird to me. I didn't get it. I was like, yo, why does Alicent want this baby so bad? Like, it just got born. And why does Rhaenyra feel like this baby's in danger? I said, what the fuck didn't happen in 10 years? Yeah, sure, Alicent was mad at the little wedding dinner. But what is this? This is a different energy. And then you see Laenor come in. He's a proud papa to a baby that ain't his. Salute to him. Stepdad of the year. Best friend of the year. And he's happy, and he's checking on Rhaenyra, make sure her health is right. Can we talk about that for a split second? Rhaenyra may have made a lot of dumb, bad decisions, but signing up to marry Laenor was probably genius, because as I see their relationship now, 10 years past, they're giving a true partnership. I mean, and their love is that of a friend. Like, that's still a powerful love. So they may not be romantically involved, but he is somebody perfect for her. He gets to do his own thing, she gets to do hers, but there is support there. He is outside that door waiting for this baby to be born, and he is loving on this baby as though it was his. He's accepted his role in the family. She has. They are a family. Untraditional as fuck, sure. But I feel like she has somebody she can trust here, like, and it doesn't hurt. His father is who his father is, and they own what they own. And I can only imagine the amount of wealth that transpired over 10 years. So, and he's Valyrian, so that's awesome. And I'm like, this was perfect. This was perfect. So you saw their relationship. The way that Laenor helped her up them stairs, like, he was a support and kept begging her, like, just turn back, like, you're hurt. And that scene when she was getting dressed and everybody's telling, like, oh, my lady, you got to lay down. Like, if you've never been through the birthing process, if you've never seen it, experienced it, You don't. It's not a pretty scene. But B, when you see your lady there afterwards, she barely got the energy to hold that baby. Like that's all she can muster up is meeting her child. And about 10 minutes later, it's like, all right, get this baby up out of here. It's time to rest. Cause that's just exerting. So the fact that Rhaenyra got up, getting dressed, and then passing afterbirth, this is letting me know like, yo, there's some sick shit happening. That this woman is going through this right now just to accompany her child to Alicent. Like, yo. But it also shows the strength of Rhaenyra. She ain't going. That's not like you just in the house somewhere and you're like, oh, the queen wanted, oh, let me go downstairs and see what the fuck she wants with my baby. No, it's a fucking journey. That's a castle. You got stairs, you got to go down, then go up, that wrap around, and every step to her is a struggle. But Lena is right there to hold her down. And you see that Rhaenyra is still doing pleasantries as people like, oh, congratulations, my lady. I hope that, and she's like, oh, thank you. Yes, we will need that in the future. Thank you. And she's just fucking dying each step, like she's getting crushed. And I'm like, yo, Rhaenyra's built different. So salute to her for even mustering that type of power to get through that. But it was still confusing to me as I'm watching it. It wasn't until Alicent said that little slick shit to Laner before they left that I truly understood, oh shit, that's what we got going on. Alicent took one look at that baby, right? Despite Viserys being so proud, oh, I love Viserys. He was just a happy granddad. He don't give a fuck what's going on. He got his grandbabies. He's like, oh, he's gonna be a strong knight this one. He's just smiling with his little nasty ass yellow teeth. He's just so happy. Right? True granddad shit. And I like to see that too, because it looks like Viserys and Rhaenyra's relationship is tight. Like they're close again. They got close at the wedding dinner last episode, and it seems like it's just been a support system. Like he got his daughter back, so that was nice to see, and he was just a proud granddad. Like that was just a good, feel good moment for him. And here comes fucking Alicent to ruin it all. Soon as they leaving out, like, okay, you seen the baby, you inspected it, time to go. She looks at Laner and goes, hey, keep trying there, bud. Maybe one of them will look like you. I said, oh shit. As Viserys forces the nose on him, like, oh no, he's got your nose. He's got it. Laner was just like, yeah, right, my nose. Yeah, that's what I thought. Even though, them kids are non-melanated, not even a scotch. This goddamn Michael Jackson kid. She was holding baby blanket. You go like, okay, Mike, I understand you got the little Villalago, but does that bleach your semen? Does that take down your DNA too, brother? I don't know. I don't know. Michael Jackson kids has always been under question for good reason. Like, look at Blake. He's like the kid of Tom Cruise, some shit. Brad Pitt, but I know there ain't no goddamn Michael Jackson, baby. That's all I'm saying. So in this situation, Lando is Michael Jackson. So we can all pretend, goddamn it. I don't care how much love you show this goddamn baby and these other kids. Them ain't your babies. Alright? But just like a lot of people, just like Viserys, fuck it. Blanket is Michael Jackson's and the other kids is Michael Jackson, so it is what it is. Hair be damned. Skin be damned. Facial features be damned. It's just, whatever. You said it is, goddamn it, Mike, it is. And then that's when I knew, like, oh shit. I get it now. Alicent is on the warpath. She is trying to take Rhaenyra down. She has chosen the first option that Otto gave her last episode. He said, you gotta attack first, or you fucking best friend Rhaenyra and pray to God that she takes mercy on you and your kids. So it looks like Rhaenyra has chosen violence. She's like, no, I'm not finna be at the whim of this woman. I'm about to take her down. I need my son at the head of the throne. I said, oh shit, it's go time. And you see her trying to press the issue of Viserys, and he's like, you keep doing this, and these allegations, you don't understand. These allegations are dangerous. Just shut the fuck up. Accept it. We're a family. We're a team. shut the fuck up. And I'm like, yeah, Alicent, shut the fuck up. It was also another thing I saw. Christian Cole was zesty, of course. When they left out, he had his little smirk and my lady. Congratulations on the baby. That's clearly not yours. Like, fuck you, Christian. But it was that trail of blood that the camera focused on for a little while as Rhaenyra left, right? Because we do know she just gave birth and they had the afterbirth and all that. So, but what I feel though that was very symbolic of maybe what came to pass, like at the end of this episode. I felt like that trail of blood leading from their bedroom or wherever they were was like foreshadowing Rhaenyra's separation from King's Landing and from the current situation. And I think that blood trail was also symbolic of like the path that's gonna be a bloody one, right? You're just not gonna. There's gonna always be a connection, and there's gonna be a bloody long fight or something. Is the separation is not gonna be fun, and I think that's what that blood trail was. I don't know. That's just what my interpretation was, and I hope y'all kind of get where I was going with that. But should we meet the kids before we go any further? Now, we see that Rhaenyra has 3 boys. She's producing boys at a high clip, unlike her father in his previous attempts. So Rhaenyra's pumping out kids. And whose kids are they? Oh, yeah. Harwin Strong. That's right, our favorite Hand of the King's son. I said, oh, wow. So that whole whooping the whole wedding party and picking up the princess may have did a little impression on her. Like, oh shit. So now when you think about it, that last episode was a lot. Maybe she felt like, okay, Christian Cole lost his shit. I lost him. He put me in danger. He didn't help shit. He killed my husband's boyfriend. Fucker. So I'm done with him. But how about this strong ass nigga that could lay out a whole party and come scoop me and be my protector? Now her baby daddy. Interesting. So we got Jace, Luke, and who, Laenor named Joffrey, which that name is, oh God. I said, why Joffrey? Why? Such a triggering ass name. But I think it is so funny that Joffrey is dark of hair. This one. I don't know if that has anything to do with Game of Thrones or it's a funny little thing, but when you look back at the first episode and you see Ned trying to put the pieces together and it says Baratheon, dark of hair, Joffrey, blonde of hair or gold of hair. And he puts it together and then now we see this and it's a dark of hair kid and it's actually named Joffrey. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. I wonder if they did that for a little, But yeah. And what I also appreciate is Laenor's relationship with Harwin. He's like, oh yeah, of course, you want time with your sons. And I mean, Laenor is like in love with these boys. Like they call him dad. He's dad. It's dad, right? And Harwin respects him for stepping up into the dad role. And Harwin is playing his position, unlike Christian Cole. He's silent. He's doing his thing, and he's holding his baby. And we go, oh okay. But I got a problem with this. I got a problem with Rhaenyra. When Alicent was saying was telling Viserys she's just disrespectful. Okay, you had 1 baby. Okay, that's a mistake. We get it. But 2 more? That's just a slap in the face. You just don't give a fuck at this point. Like, come on. It's the proof is in the pudding. And obviously Viserys checks her right there. But unfortunately, I'm mad at Rhaenyra for making me agree with Alicent. I thought the same thing. You did too much. And you can't, Rhaenyra is somebody, if you give her in, she's going to take the fucking dragon mile. Like, she's taking it all. You're going to have 3 illegitimate kids by the same dude? Like, you're not even going, I'm like, there was no way you could have just, I understand Laenor's not attracted to you. But you couldn't have tried to formulate. You couldn't have got the Grandmeister to do a type of incubation process, or maybe invited one of Laner's boyfriends in there, and maybe you became the recipient, so you could at least have one fucking baby that would shut them up. And Rhaenyra is truly on fuck you mode. Like, so both ladies have chosen violence. Rhaenyra said, I'm gonna have babies and fuck who I want, and Alicent is choosing fuck your kids and fuck you. My son is coming up, Aegon. So I'm just like, this is a messy situation. So we can already see that they're at odds and shit's about to hit the fan. And doubling down on that is that scene in the courtyard between Harwin and Christian. So you got Christian out there training both sets of kids, right? He's got Luke and Jace and Aegon and what's his name? And Aemond. So, you know, Harwin's coming out there to check on the lessons, and he sees that his kids, who ain't his kids, ain't getting the same type of training, right? Why these boys fighting so well, and my son's out here just playing like they would if there was no trainer around. And they having this back and forth, and then the kids fight. Harwin's proud of his boy for manning up against Aegon and taking him down, and then you got Christian coaching them. It was nasty. It was like a fight. They was using the kids to argue with each other. And then Christian set this motherfucker Harwin up when he said, man, I've never seen somebody so invested in the little princess. You would think you were their father or something. Yep, yep. And that triggered Harwin, and it set off a whole chain of fucking events. A nasty chain of events. But before we get into that nasty chain, I would like to talk about one of my favorite scenes that happened prior. And it was which was the second son? Luke's. I think it was Luke or Jace. No, it was Luke. And his meeting of his dragon for the first time. And the training and the introduction. First, we got to salute those dragon trainers. It looked like a rough life. And that head trainer, Black Buddy, his voice, he's inhaled like tons of dragon smoke. It's a miracle this motherfucker's moving around. His voice sounds like he's got that fucking thing on there, like the people with the hole in their throat. Like, he sounds bad. I would imagine, like, dragon smoke to be like 40 packs of Newports all at one go. So that man has been going through it. His face is all scarred up. I was like, yeah, that dragon training shit. But what I did like is the actual training. Like, the actual... We see how a Targaryen or a Valyrian first are introduced to their dragon. Because all we know is from Game of Thrones, right? We know that she had them as babies. They was crawling around. They was a little cute. And then next episode, the next season, they fucking fully grown. We never seen the real process. And that's what I was hoping to get from House of the Dragon. The little intricacies, the little scenes like this. And I thought it was just so dope that, you know, the man is teaching him, like, hey, you got to command your dragon, and he's learning commands. And then as a kid, he's so excited, like, can I do it? Can I say Dracarys? You know what I'm saying? Can I set this motherfucking sheep on fire? And he's like, yeah, go ahead. And he does it, and that fucking, he's just happy, and it was dope to see. Like, that was a pretty cool scene. And then we see that with the kids, that Aegon's little brother might not be the most popular. You know what I'm saying? Aemond he ain't the one. So everybody got a dragon, but Aemond. Right? And we learned about dragons this episode too. So they play a trick on him, and out comes a, like, hey, we got a little dragon for you. And it's a fucking pig with some wings on it. You know, so his feelings are hurt. He's coming, and now he's venturing down into the dragon cave, and you know what I'm saying? He's trying to, like, get a view of the dragon and see what he could do, and we find that he keeps doing this because he comes in smoky, all like he's been working in the goddamn mines, and Alicent is pissed. Like, how many times I tell you, you're gonna get a dragon one day? Just fucking chill out. You keep going down there, you're gonna get yourself killed. Regular mom shit. And then he snitches, right? Much like her best friend Christian. and tells her what the kids did. And immediately, this is now I hate Alicent. Immediately, she's like, well, Viserys is in there, which is hilarious. How do you not love Viserys after this? But Alicent is like, I know it was those shitty little uncles of his. It's fucking, those are Rhaenyra's children. They set it up. And I love how Viserys just knows his son. Like, are we sure that Aegon didn't take part in this? Like, he didn't mastermind this? Like, how are we jumping to conclusions? So Viserys knows his son, and Alicent is acting ignorant of her kid. And much like any shitty mom, her kids don't do no wrong. Oh, I hate those mamas. My kid would never. My kid, and then your kid shoot up to school. I can't believe it. He was such a. But you know what I'm saying? You ain't pass out the ass whoopings. But Viserys is like, I don't know. Just sound like some Aegon shit. Pigs, wings. I don't know. And you know, Alicent is pissed. They don't like that. You know, she already don't like them kids. So she don't like them picking on her son. Right? So she's throwing everything at Viserys. She's throwing tons of shit. She's constantly shitting on Rhaenyra and her family. She is unrelenting. She is unrelenting. And what that shows us is that she wants her fucking gone. And then that scene right after that, Alicent presses Aegon while he's jerking off into the window somewhere high up. I don't know what's to it. I don't know what that scene was to show us. Maybe that he was gonna be the wild one. I guess that's what it's supposed to tell us, outside of some nastiness. I'm like, yo, what my man doing? Why? But you know, I can't. To be rich and young and just. You know, I mean, Tyrion went all the way to the wall just so he could piss off the edge of it. So, you know, I guess Aegon can jerk off the side of a castle. I don't know. I don't know what they was trying to tell us with that. But what they did end up showing us when Alicent bust in, mad, hot about what they did to Aemon. What we did realize is Aegon is his daddy's son. She's like, you know, you got to remember that our family must stick together, because Alicent knows that it's coming. That it's going to be family versus family, and she's trying to get her son on board. Like, let him know what's about the fucking land. And he's like, what? These are my uncles. I fuck with them. These are good people. I don't understand what you're talking about. Or are they his cousins? Right? Yeah, no. Okay, those are his cousins. And he's like, no, I'm cool with my cousins. Like, I don't get what's going on. Like, no, you don't understand. You got to take over. You're going to be the king. Or unless it's going to be Jace. Jace is going to be the king. And he's like, okay, so? And I said, oh, right there. I was like, yep, that's Viserys' boy right there. Viserys never gave a fuck about taking over as king, and neither does Aegon. He's like, I don't give a shit. I'm rich. I'm jerking off outside of the windows. I got a dragon. Like, what the fuck do I care? And Alicent is like, oh, you're such a child. Like, yes, I am. I could care less about running an entire kingdom. You know, but we see her ill attempt to get him ready when all she did was strike fear into him. But what we do know is Alicent is on one. She's fucking on one. And also they had a really quick, Alicent got a daughter, her and Viserys, named Helena. And she's a little weirdo. She was playing with a oversized caterpillar, I think, and discussing the eyes. I don't know, it's something to that girl. Like, we getting a feel for it. We don't really know who Jason Luke is. They didn't give no like special time to them, so we don't know what they'll be like. But what we get from you know, Alicent from Aegon, he's a little rebel. He's a little asshole. He's just a teenager. And Aemond is the little punk. Like, nobody likes him. You know, called him a dweeb or something, whatever medieval word for nerd, or like, you know, he's just that kid. Like, oh God, you know, he's always whining about some shit. Like, he's that boy. But Helena, we have no idea what's to her, but she's kind of creepy. She's off into her own little thing, but she's a little weirdo. But the biggest thing to come from King's Landing was that fight between Harwin and Christian. Christian baited him like we talked about, and then it sparked the rumors even more. Like it influenced the whole realm to start talking. Like, you heard when he called them their son, he started whooping their ass. Oh yeah. Meanwhile, it's really Alicent spreading all these rumors and is putting Rhaenyra in defense mode. Rhaenyra is now the rumors are like getting louder. They're coming more and more blatant. Before they may have been whispering. One kid, they was whispering. Two kids, maybe that's just the kind of color they produce. But this third baby, this third white baby, they're like, oh no. And then you see the way Harwin fights for them and does all this as a father would. He fucked them. Harwin fucked them. Okay? And now, Rhaenyra's no fool. She brings Laenor in, and she's like, yo, look, shit's about to hit the fan. I need you here. All the while, he's thinking about war. It's some more Triarchy. That's right, people. The Triarchy are back. Okay? And I love that small council meeting too, by the way. But we'll get into that after this. She's telling him, like, look, we are family, and these are your kids. These are me and your kids. Like, you need to know this. Meanwhile, I'll let you. And then I love that conversation she had with him. Like, yo, my man, don't look at me as some fucking burden. Okay? For many years, you done drank the best. You done did all this. You done kicked it. You done fucked all the men in King's Landing that you wanted. I upheld my end of the deal. Now it's time for you to do yours. And meanwhile, his response is, hey, as a sailor, we learn to flee the storm when it's coming. I said, ooh, that's some cowardly shit, but that was bars he dropped. That was bars he dropped. If you see a storm coming, fucking get out of there. What are we talking about? That's actually a more perfect time for me to go fight in this war. And then imagine having a wife that could just switch from wife mode to like princess. She was like, okay, fuck it. I tried to give you an option. Now, as your princess, I command your ass to stay. I said, oh, that would be a terrible goddamn union. That right there let me go, ugh. I'd hate a wife that could just command me. She could just drop the trump card. Like, she just dropped the big joker on his ass. Like, well, you know what? I hate I had to come to this, but I run shit, you don't. Fucking, you stand. But now she's getting a little nervous. Now she's getting shaky. And I'm like, okay, cool, we got it. And then in we got Lionel. Lionel is chastising Harwin about what he did, how he fucked the whole family for this. He was like, everybody knows. And it's only the king, it's only Viserys and him pretending not to know, that thin shield that saves all our ass. Because if the truth ever came out, nigga, I'm dead, you dead, the princess dead, and them goddamn kids is dead. That's how it goes. Viserys is the only thing, y'all hear that, people? Viserys is the only thing saving everybody's ass. Just like any of y'all would if that was your goddamn daughter and your grandkids. Yeah, you know the truth, but I'm willfully blind. That's what Lionel called him. Willfully blind. And sometimes it ain't nothing fucking wrong with that. Especially at the expense of death. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Viserys was just so happy to see the kids train together, play together. Lionel played the background though. He's like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But I don't know. But Viserys he's just a family man. He's happy. And he doesn't want none of these rumors about, but Alicent is applying pressure. And let's fast forward to the small council, because we got more shit to brew. Right? The fucking Triarchy is back. Well, the Blackwoods or the Blackburns and somebody else is beefing. So there's a few beefs going on. The Blackbirds and the Blackwoods are at beef, and they were discussing how to fix that. Alicent put her 2 cents in, but once Rhaenyra spoke, they was like, oh yeah, we're with that. We're with that. Lionel supported that because he knows who the heir is. Rhaenyra's still the heir. And Alicent's like, oh yeah, of course. So she's just, Alicent is just extra zesty. And I thought that small council was very curious. The small council has changed a lot. Since when did the queen become part of the small council? And then the princess upgraded to small council. I mean, she's always been there. She used to serve drinks. Now she's has a seat at the table. So I'm like, oh, this council's getting real. It's getting real spicy up in here. I don't know, but you know, then we learned that the Triarchy is back. These motherfuckers. I love Viserys' response to the Triarchy. I truly do. He's like, oh my god, when will we be rid of these fucking people? Here we go with the free states and all this other shit. And what we do learn about that is, you know, Alicent is like, hey, you know, we gotta deal with these different things as they come, and you know, we gotta reach out. And Rhaenyra said it wouldn't have been a problem if we didn't ignore it. We didn't put up nothing to stay there. You know, we didn't have no fortifications. We should have soldiers stated. And Alicent is coming from a financial stance. So they both had decent arguments. She said, hey, we got a lot of money, but it ain't forever. And then Rhaenyra slaps the trump card, hey, war is more expensive. So there you have it. So apparently, the Free States, the Triarchy, has now teamed up with the Dorns. I used to call them the Danes, the Danish people, but they're Dorns. And there's one thing I know about Dorns. They got some fine ass women over there. So I'm looking forward to see what the Dornish people is what they got going on. Last time I seen the Dorns, they had 3 sisters that did not disappoint. We know the Dorns whoop a lot of ass. You feel me? And they could cause some shit. So now the Triarchy is a problem, and these Blackburns, Blackberries, these old ass cell phone people, they gonna be a problem. So it's a lot of shit happening. It's a lot of moving pieces. That's why I'm like, ooh, this is gonna be a long ass review because there's so much to touch. But in that place, Rhaenyra smartly said, okay. She said, oh, it's a lot of shit coming down on me and these kids. Gotta insulate myself. I got the plan. This is what I'll do. She said, before everybody dip, Alicent, I suggest we marry, you know what I'm saying, Jace to Helena, right? I think Jace is the oldest. If not, then it's Luke. Please don't kill me. Marry my son to your daughter, and they rule together. And to sweeten the pot, if one of my dragons produce some eggs, they're gonna go straight to Aemon's little crybaby ass. How about that? And Viserys looked like he won a lotto. He said, oh my God. Yes. He's like, oh, that's wonderful. Both our kids ruling together. Hell yeah. That will cement us for life. And he gets a dragon. And then Alicent's view on it. Oh, was she not a C word? Oh, I wanted to say it so bad. She's like, yeah, oh, thank you for that. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that a little. And then went straight to kill mode to Viserys. Like, no. She's nervous. She knows her back is up against the wall. She know them kids ain't proper. Them ain't Laenor's kids. Fuck that. We're not doing that. And she's like, and then Viserys like, I don't understand. I just don't get it, lady. What will make you happy? Because now it's personal. What we learned in that scene is that it's personal. It's no longer, because, I mean, let's be honest. Alicent's fear was Rhaenyra takes over, okay? And her kids would be murdered. Because there'll always be that little question of who's the proper heir to the throne. And there'll be a war. There'll be an issue. That was her biggest fear. That her life and her kid's life is in danger. Fair fear. But when somebody comes and presents such a huge this is a huge olive branch. Let's marry our kids. My heir, because Jace would be the heir to the throne. Your daughter. They rule together. Now the family is cemented. So that whole fear of killing off family members, why? Why? When they're betrothed, they're going to get married. That's what it is. That puts an end to all Alicent's fears. But she is such a dick that it's no longer about the protection. Maybe it never was. You know, and now it's a personal, now she wants fucking Rhaenyra gone. Dead? I don't know. But it's personal. She wants Rhaenyra out of here completely. She don't want to share the throne. Not none of her kids. She want Aegon, and that's it. I think she even said something to Viserys about over her cold dead body. Would she let that happen? And Viserys is like, this bitch. So yeah. Woo. I think I got all the King's Landing out the way. Oh, nope, no, I didn't. Gotta talk about my boy Lionel trying to put his 2 weeks in. God, I love Lionel. He's like, you know what? So my son has to be exiled because he beat the shit out of the King's Guard. Fair enough. But I cannot properly do my job for you. I can't tell you why I can't do it. He went to Viserys as a man. Like, well, what is this plaguing you? Let's fix it. You know, and Viserys was giving him his flowers. Like, bro, you've been holding me down. You've been giving me great counsel, not to benefit yourself, but the realm. Like, you just a good. No, why? And of course, he can't share why. But Alicent's like, oh no, we understand. Please say it plainly. Please tell everybody. Tell us why you can't do it. I was like, shut the fuck up, Alicent. Shut the fuck up. This is real man talk. Lionel, come on. But he stood strong and said, I just can't do it. I can't do it. And Viserys was like, well, nigga, I can't accept it. And I said, you go, Viserys. You know why he couldn't do it. But you was like, no, I need you. Shit is hitting the fan. Triarchies, blackberries, black burns, black woods. It's a lot of dark black shit happening. No. Lionel's very important. Okay? And he says, well, fuck it. I'll stay. It's the king's order. Thank you. But I got to escort Harwin back to the crib. He's got some shit he's got to take care of. So, you know, do that. Then Alicent takes that information, runs on over to Harwin's son. What's to it with Harwin's son? The one with the cane. We see he's got a beetle, so he's a leader of something. Maybe he's got some investment in the Triarchy. I don't know. But that symbol that they keep focusing on, that symbol they keep focusing on is something. And his plan is, hey, well, you know, since the Hand of the King is leaving, because now because Lionel's son is now her confidant, her planner. I don't know what his motivations is, but he's willing to kill his father over it. I don't know what kind of fucking relationship him, his brother, and his father had, but it ain't a good one. It ain't a good one. So they discuss, and Alicent's like, yeah, it would be nice if something did happen to him. And just like that, he goes to the cellar, grabs some kills, and I like this dude. I like him because he knew the best way to do it. It wasn't to kill him on the road. Why? You can't send these dudes to go kill them on the road. Why? Because Harwin, your older brother, would fuck them dudes up. That'd be a quick kill. I also like how he cut their tongues out. So if they got caught, you can't understand shit. They can't say nothing. I said, yo, Lionel got the best. His son, he got the best of Lionel's intellect. Harwin clearly doesn't. He's all brawn, and his younger brother is all brain. So he burnt up his family. And there goes the hand right there. There's an empty vacancy for the Hand of the King. And then when he relays that the deed is done to Alicent, now she want to play innocent? Like she didn't know what the fuck would happen? I didn't ask for this. I didn't want. He was like, come on, fam. Come on, it's me. You know this is what you wanted. So now we see that he's using the queen for his own benefit. So he's got something going on. Him and his beetle crew. He's a big bad beetle board. All right, that's his crew. So he's running them. So his storyline is going to be very fucking interesting. I don't know why, but I think he's got some type of link to the Triarchy. And he was like, "Hey, send a message out to your father. Looks like we might see Otto back. The Hand of the Lionel, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Harwin. Y'all was them dudes. So now, maybe Otto comes back because there's an empty slot for a Hand of the King, and here we go. Now the shit has started. And once that information got back, Rhaenyra said, up. So the kid's daddy is dead. The Hand of the King is dead. Alicent is taking over. Time to dip. So off the Dragonstone they go. Smart move. Smart fucking move. They take off. And, she throws that whole, hey, gotta get out that storm. When you see a storm coming, time to run. Gotta get the fuck up out of there. So now it's split. Now the shit's finna hit the fan. Rhaenyra's gone. Alicent is there with her father. With Viserys. So wow. That was a heavy episode. And I'm so sorry I've been talking this long because I didn't even get a chance to get to Daemon. Daemon was smashing Laena. They married. He got him another lady wife. Got him two two little girls, well, a third that was on the way. And he was presented with, what was he at? Some start with a P, but he was like, hey, but the Dorns and the Triarchy is coming that way. So he said, hey, the dude that runs shit told Damon, like, look, you got a dragon, you fuck them up, you keep them here, you can have all this, the land, the taxes, you could be the man. And, he sits there, Damon's like, oh, chill, baby. Because his wife, them two, that dragon race they did, that How to Train Your Dragon love flight, that was pretty cool. She's definitely a dragon rider. She loves it. She loves the action. And her dragon was fucking huge. No bullshit. But she expressed that she wanted to go to Driftwood. She was done with this place. She doesn't want to be a fat lord. She wants the girls to go back to be with their family, take their mantle at their airship. And Damon is still over there plotting. He's still obsessed with taking over the kingdom. And in return, he's neglected his daughters. Right? He's mad that he's got daughters, couldn't have a son. And he put all that pressure on Laena. And she couldn't even give birth to that last one. Now, let me guess, Team Damon. You're going to say, well, Viserys would have ripped that baby out and killed her. Oh, he would have. But Damon didn't. No. Damon didn't. Let me tell you what Damon did do with his toxicity. He put so much. That girl asked to go home. Even the daughter said, Daddy don't even talk to me. He don't even want nothing to do with me. Because she ain't a boy. So Damon has neglected his children and his wife, you know what I'm saying, for his own. He's still trying to mastermind. He has neglected their needs and pressed this poor girl to the point of, I can't do nothing for Damon. I can't make him happy. I might as well just kill myself. Goes out there and Dracarys her goddamn self with her own dragon. Now I got a question. What happens to an orphan dragon? When a dragon kills who runs that giant dragon now? How do you just take command of that big motherfucker? So that's what I want to know. So Damon is not absolved. Now Damon is out here a single dad. Now Damon is looking real Ezekiel Reyes right now. If you a girl, if you dating him, stay the fuck away from him. Your lifespan is short. Salute to that whore that left Damon. She caught the clues early. She got the fuck up out of there. But now Damon, single father, 2 girls, 2 dragons. I don't know. Who the fuck knows what's going on with Damon? But next episode should be quite spicy because now it's time to pick sides. So we know a war is coming. We got about 3 wars going on. The Blackberries versus the Blackwoods and the Blackburns. And then we got the Triarchy with the Dorns teaming up. And now we got a split at King's Landing for who's finna run shit. This season is about to hit the fucking fan. So I cannot wait until next episode. I apologize for keeping y'all here so long. But goddamn, it was a lot. It was a lot. But I appreciate y'all, man. Protect your health, yourself, your wealth. Your boy Rel's out of here, man. Peace. Yo, I know I don't need no introduction, but y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Hollywood Rel. And I appreciate you for sliding through and watching these videos. But you know what I need from you? All right, if you ain't already, I need you to like this and subscribe this, man. We at 1,000 trying to get to 2, all right? Push it for your boy. Get them algorithms up. So when it come to that subscribe button,